We don't have much time. So you have a red onion in front of you. Now, you were saying during the break that if I was to cut an onion as you cut it for an instructor in a catering college, I'd be thrown out.
Classically, you're taught like this.
Look at that.
Quite weird chopping an onion sitting down.
Yeah.
And then you go like so, yes?
Oh, brilliant. So
you go like so.
You're not cutting it right through, so it stays intact.
And it holds together.
Look at that.
So this is how they would teach you at catering college.
And that is a finely chopped onion. I've never chopped an onion that fine.
If you look at that, it's not really fine. It's sort of...
That's not fine enough for you. That's not fine enough for you, isn't that right?
When I think of finely chopped,
right,
like I see in all my recipe books, and for a lady to do that who's not great with a knife, or a man in the kitchen who's not great with a knife, would struggle.
Yeah, that's me, yeah.
Remember, I'm sitting down. So what I do is this is the
you quarter the onion.
Right. So you quarter the onion.
Yeah.
And then...
You take the core out of it?
No, I'll chop that up in a minute.
Okay.
So I do it in layers, in segments. So when you think...
Ah, yeah, look at that.
This is how you're taught at catering college.
And this is the Marco Pierre White. That is finer. That is finer. That's a more finely chopped onion. I would say your little bits are a quarter the size of the catering.
Oh, much smaller.
Yeah. What? And what difference does that have on the recipe, Marco?
Well, when you cook it...
Look, that is finely chopped.
So...
Can I have a Marco? That's what I want. Now, forget about Roger.
When you sweat that...
Yeah.
It melts. So if you're making a risotto...
There's no bits of onion in it at all.
And also it releases its flavour better.
Right.
So what do you think? That's finely chopped in the catering college.
And that's
the MPW way. That's what I class as finely chopped.
Yeah.
So when I make my risotto, and I fry my onions off in butter, when I get my risotto, there's no big chunks of onion.
Yeah.
And as I've always said, perfection is lots of little things done well. So I can cook that in seconds. It releases its flavour. It's cooked without colour, and then I add my rice.
Okay, I'm going to try that, Stephen. I'm going to try it.
But when you think, just take your onion. Look, let's not do it properly. Let's just.
We've only a minute left now.
A minute.
Okay.
So this is how because you can't use a knife like I can.
No, I can't. You're right.
So you go like this. It just takes a bit of time. So anyone can do this.
Yeah.
And there's less chance of cutting yourself.
Because you're using your nail to slide the knife down along. Yeah, I see that.
So, this is how you do it at home. So then, you go like so.
That, yes, yeah.
And then you just see...
Do that.
And that's how the domestic cook uses a knife. But that's the only way they can have a finely chopped onion.
I like it. I like it.
Without cutting themselves.
I'm glad you came in. I'm glad you came. I know I have the time. I've sort of a bit of time. A bit of time. Because
I've got about 30 seconds left.
Your cooking's about patience as well. So the new restaurant is out in Donnybrook in Dublin. People will be interested in that because a lot of people come up from the country to the Aviva Stadium, which is right on your doorstep. I don't know if you know that. Mm. He's still chopping away. He's looking at me. He's not even looking at the board.
Oh,
look at that.
So therefore, that way, someone who's not competent in the kitchen
has finely chopped onion.
Has a finely chopped onion.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll read you just quickly, very quickly. I can see it now. Ray will come into work tomorrow with blue plasters all over his hands, says Baz. Marco's great, says Kathy.